Hey everybody, it's Romania Black. It's back, JuJutsu Kaisen. So by the time you all see this episode, this won't mean much to you, but there was like a 2-week break between New Year's and episode 14 airing. We had the New Year's special, which will probably be posted the day before this episode, and so that was fine and all, but man, 2-week withdrawals. Whew, I've really missed this show and have been excited for it to come back. And it's made me realize that when this season's over, I'm going to be really sad because that means we had to wait until season 2. I mean, I'm sure that there'll be a season 2, as popular as this show's been, but it's been so good so far. I am a little sad too because I've heard that we have a new OP and a new ED. The OP's beautiful. I'm sure that Mappa's going to do a great job with this OP as well. But man, I love that ED. It's such a bop. And the fact that we don't have it anymore, to be fair, tonally it was out of place sometimes, but I still really liked it. So yeah, so this episode is called the Kyoto Sister Exchange Event Group Battle 0, or Group Battle O. What a long episode name. Yeah, so I'm guessing that we finally are going to get Yuuji coming back and telling Fushiguro and Nobara, being like, hey guys, not dead. Just kidding. YOLO. Apparently not YOLO. So that'll be interesting. I'm really curious. Mojito's gone back with Geto into the shadows, so it's going to be interesting to see if we get some aftermath on that. And then what this whole sister exchange event is, because there's only 2 jujitsu schools, so I'm assuming they just battled it out year after year after year. So I'm really curious what all that's going to entail. But y'all, I have missed this show, and I'm so happy it's back. I know for y'all, you're going to be experiencing week to week, but I'm so ready. So without further ado, we're not going to waste any time. We are going to dive into episode 14 of JuJutsu Kaisen. Thank you all so much for watching, and we are going to start this reaction here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. Holy cow. So, okay, there's that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the OP and ED for this show, gorgeous. I don't know. I may like the first OP was really good, but I like this OP just as much. The visuals in this OP, like I have a feeling that each episode from here to the end of the season, I'm going to be watching to try to pick up all the extra things that I've missed because I was just so enraptured by how gorgeous the animation is that I have a feeling I'm going to go back and pick up little things. It's very much like the first OP where there's going to be little things I have a feeling I'm going to notice each episode. And the ED, the animation for the ED is the exact opposite of ED1. Like, it's the most photogenic, beautiful animation, and the song is so, like, serene and ethereal, and it makes me think that bad things are going to happen the rest of the season, so that when the episode ends, it's like, Okay, Gojou's a troll, straight up. I love him. I love his idea of surprising them with Yuuji being not dead. I love that Fushiguro instantly knows something's happened. There's a change in Yuuji's demeanor. And I love that Nobara was like, I thought you were dead. And, you know, I like that they think it's all still a game, but the elder is telling the Kyoto group, kill him. I love that Todo is instantly like, no, I'm not having this. I don't think this is right. And he just storms off and does whatever. Miwa clearly does not seem on board with this either. She doesn't like it either. Neither does the little witch girl, although she's probably going to go along with it. Mai is, of course she's going to go with it. And the camel guy is the one that worries me the most. The Mechamaru, he worries me because he seems like he'd just go along with it. But the camo guy, or Kamo, he seems the most in line with whatever the principal says, whatever the elder says. And so he looks like he's going to try to do something, which worries me. We got a little preview of the Yuta guy. Yuta, that is the one second year that Fushiguro respects, he says. And we got a little shot of him. So I'm wondering if we're going to see him in this. He was in the OP too, I believe. So maybe we're going to see what happened to him, where he's been this whole time. They said he's been overseas. But yeah, lots of setup in this episode. The setup of the other group, the Kyoto group, hunting Yuuji. Yuuji coming back and getting with the first and second years. And the setup of Gojou believes that there's a mole. He thinks there's a traitor amongst us. There's an imposter among us, and we have to figure out who it is. And he sent Urahime. I love her. I love that Urahime, because in any other shonen, I feel in any other shonen, Urahime would be doing what Miwa is doing. She'd be like, "Oh, Gojou, I'm just wooing and swooning over you." Because Miwa fangirls over Gojou. But Urahime is like, "You're disgusting." She clearly is not on board with the trolling. And I like the cool scar that she has. Like, she seems like a very cool character. And so I'm curious that Gojou sent her to go infiltrate and try to see who's giving information to the curses. But we know it's Geto. Geto's the informant that was the curse user that was the former JuJutsu sorcerer. So interesting. And they're going to go while JuJutsu Tech is seemingly unguarded, other than Ichiji. I hope Ichiji's okay. That they're going to go try to steal the Sakuna fingers. Interesting. And, well, maybe Kento's there. Kento and Ichiji are probably there, which that worries me too, because if they try to infiltrate and Geto is with Mahito, that might be a problem. That little pipe that Jogo was smoking, was that a human that had been transfigured into a pipe? Because that's gross. Mahito's such a child. Like, it's just this episode, the start of it's just a reminder of how childish and young he is as a curse, because he's like seeming all playful and just talking like what it was like when a kid comes home from school and Jogo's like, "What'd you do in school today?" And Mahito's like, "Well, I played with this one toy and it didn't go the way I wanted to." And it's like, meanwhile, episodes 10 through 12 were all like crazy. So I definitely think that this second half we're going to get more on Geto. I hope we do, because I feel like they're going to figure out he's the infiltrator, because he knows about JuJutsu Tech. So I'm curious why he transitioned over to working with Mahito and them and the curses, why he became a curse user. I want Urahime and Gojou detective skills. Obviously, it's going to be a brawl now that there's a life on the line with Yuuji versus the Kyoto group. I'm really curious to see what all their abilities are. The Elder is sketch as usual. And Fushiguro just being the biggest cinnamon bun. Like, just being the best cinnamon bun friend. I'm curious that he's related to Maki and Mai. I think that's cool. Maybe we'll get some family connections explained. But, yeah. And then, of course, Yuji's sword that he borrowed was Maki's. And he's like, I don't know. The salmon flakes. Oh, I can't remember. It's Inumaki. His ability is really cool, that he can just say things and they happen. Like, what a dangerous ability. And I like that Panda says, it could also affect himself, so he doesn't want to hurt anyone or himself. Also, I love that Yuji's asking the questions we all have, like, how can you talk? And it's never answered. It's like, I want Panda backstory at some point. Maybe not this season, but at some point we need Panda backstory. He looked pretty all out in that OP, so maybe we will get it. But y'all, what a return back. It's like, welcome back. I like this cool play on the tournament arc, because normally in shonen, when you have tournament arcs, it's like, especially like My Hero Academia, it's like, oh, we're gonna have a battle and learn about each other. And in this case, they add the twist of, oh, by the way, Team B, you're gonna kill this guy. So it's really interesting. But oh, I'm glad it's back, y'all. I'm pretty excited. So, top tier animation. Mappa, you're just bringing 2021 into the limelight, aren't you? So, I hope you all enjoyed this reaction. I'm curious to know your thoughts down below. Please, no spoilers, but I hope you all enjoyed this reaction, and I look forward to seeing you all next week with episode 15 of JuJutsu Kaisen. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Take care, and I'll talk to y'all again soon.